Hello. Today we are going to start a new section. Means we are going to study a new subatomic particle. John Dalton, we know that John Dalton stated that we cannot divide the atom. Atom is a indivisible part. Then later, J.J. Thomson, Rutherford, etc., they divide the atom and they discovered the two subatomic particles called protons and electrons. So we now, as of now, we know about two subatomic particles. Means the particles which are present inside the atom. Means protons, positively charged protons and negatively charged electron. Then we know that before also in last classes we studied that the mass of electron is negligible, means that is very small, so we don't need to count the mass of electrons. But the mass of proton is not negligible, means it has the sufficient amount of mass. So Rutherford and all here they thought that atomic mass, the mass of the whole atom, that is due to that is sum of masses of protons. Means suppose in a atom 10 protons are there, means the total atomic mass of the atom will be 10. Like that only Rutherford and all thought. Clear? So electrons, they know only about two subatomic particles, protons and electrons, and electrons mass is negligible. We don't need to count it because that is too small. Then people means scientists, they thought that protons, the atomic mass of proton is the atomic mass, the total sum of atomic mass. Total number of protons is the atomic mass. If 10 proton is there, atomic mass is 10. If it is 15 means atomic mass is 15. If 100 protons are there, atomic mass is 100. But another scientist, his name was James James Chadwick. James Chadwick, he discovered that uh, the atomic mass of atom, the atomic mass is not equal to the number of protons. Suppose in a atom, if there is 10 proton is there, suppose just consider the the total number of proton is 10 and atomic mass may be 20. How it will come? Because we know only about two subatomic particles, protons and electrons. Electron has no mass. That means it is very small. And the mass of the total atomic mass, this is the total atomic mass, that is higher than the total number of protons. Then James Chadwick, he get confused what happened, how he can prove. Then he did so many experiments. Those experiments you don't need to study it now. Then he understood that inside the atom there is one more particle, means inside the atom, the center of the atom, that is known as nucleus. In last class we studied that the protons are present inside the nucleus. Protons are present inside the nucleus, but anti-electrons are found outside the nucleus. But James Chadwick discovered that inside the nucleus there is not only protons are there. There is one more particle. There is one more particle that known as neutron. He discovered a third subatomic particle called as neutron. How? Because the total atomic mass of an element that is greater than the total number of protons, and electrons we don't need to consider. So he understands that inside the nucleus there is one more subatomic particle is present. he called it as neutron. And by itself, by doing different experiment, he understand that the neutron is not possessing any charge, no charge. Neutron has no charge, means it is neutral. Understand? So electron having negative charge, protons having positive charge, and neutron is represented by small letter n. Okay, neutron has no charge. Understand? So in this way, James Chadwick discovered the presence of a third subatomic particle called neutron. The neutron has no charge. Very important only. So the James Chadwick, by himself, he proved that the atomic mass of an element, that is the atomic mass is the sum of protons, number of protons and neutrons. Clear? Suppose if you are taking that total atomic mass is 20, then there would be 10 protons and 10 neutrons are present. Clear? Proton possessing the positive charge and a neutron has no charge. That is the most important thing which you have to remember. So we know three subatomic particles: proton, electron and neutron. What is the charge of proton? Positive. Electron negative charge, and neutron no charge. Okay, then we studied the different atomic models. Now we are going to study the constitution of the nucleus, how the nucleus is formed. For that, if you are taking an atom, this is consider atom is as like our solar system only. What is the center of the solar system? Sun only. So instead of sun, here it will come sun. Instead of sun, in here it will come nucleus. Then the electrons are the negatively charged electrons are we can found in different shells. That's it. We will will study in the next class. Okay, next video we will study. So both the protons and neutrons are present inside the nucleus. Okay, both the protons and neutrons are present inside the nucleus. So the total atomic mass of an element is concentrated inside the nucleus. Clear? The total atomic mass of an element is concentrated inside the nucleus of an atom. Then the positive charge. Which is equal to the number of protons, means protons are the only possessing the positive charge, and the protons and neutrons where we can found them inside the nucleus. So the particles which are found inside the nucleus are known as nucleons. So nucleons means both the protons and neutrons, not the electron. Okay, both the proton and neutron both together is known as nucleons. Nucleons means the subatomic particles which are present inside the nucleus. So the modern atomic model I will discuss in the next video. Today you have to I'll send the note along with this video. You have to write it on your copy. Clear? Thank you.